Fall camp's been great. Right now, it's just consistency. Getting better day by day, getting the plays down, just getting ready for the game ready.
Coach says your group is practicing like it has something to prove. What is it? What do you guys got to prove?
We have a chip on our shoulder. With Dedrick Mills, the senior, leaving. We got something to prove. We gotta prove to everybody that we're the best group out there. We're gonna get the job done.
Gabe, what was your mindset when you came in? I mean, did you think like right away, I'm going for that top job right off the bat in January?
Well,
what were you thinking?
Well, that's what you have to think. I came here thinking that I'm going to be the dog. I want to be the dog. I just gotta have that dog mentality that I'm going to get the job done.
What's the key to having that mindset, also fitting in with the older guy? Like kind of blending in.
Well, the older guys, they've been here longer than me, so I always lean over to them. When I have a question, just like they poured into me, and I just learn from them each and every day, and that just builds up my game.
How much does it help coming from Buford, where there's so many good players? You're used to, fighting for a job.
Yes.
There.
Coming from Buford, I had to fight from day one when I got there, so it was kind of like reminiscent when I got to college. It was the same thing, fighting for the job, and Buford just had that standard, and I had to live up to it when I came to Nebraska.
How similar or different when you say you guys in the running back room, your skill sets are? Do you feel like you guys do the same things pretty well, or is it different sort of thing?
We all have our different style of play when it comes to running back. Savion, Step, all the running backs. We all have our different styles, and we all just put into play when we get out there.
How about you? What do you feel like you do best?
I feel like I do a lot of things good. Run the ball well. I can catch out the bout too. I'm very versatile. In many different ways, and that's what my game come into.
What's Marquise bring to the table?
Marquise is pretty good. He's a power back. He's gonna come downhill. He's gonna come downhill hard, and he's gonna get those yards for us.
Kind of going back to your recruitment, since you're fairly new here, what brought you to Nebraska? What was it that said that's the place I want to be and where I can make a difference?
I felt like as soon as Coach Held and Coach Beckner recruited me, I just felt home here. I felt like they cared for me, and I felt like I can see the field. I can see the field here, and I just love the Nebraska and the culture.
Coaches were saying your pass blocking has really stood out. How much emphasis do you take in your pass blocking?
Not gonna lie, when I first got here, pass blocking was a struggle for me. I had to keep on. That's something I needed to work on. So I got to the tools, got to the basics, and I just perfected it.
Still being a true freshman, how scary is it though when you have guys, 300 pounds
Yeah,
coming at you?
yeah. You can't think of that. You just gotta have that dog mentality and just get the job done.
You've got this, I don't know if you know it, maybe you're not paying attention to it. You've got the fan base kind of talking about you in media. How do you keep your mindset like not worrying about that and just
I just think what I need to do. I kind of leave the outside noise to itself, and whatever I do in the field, just take care of itself.
Sorry if you've already been asked this, but Coach Held was just talking about having a chip on your shoulder as a running back position group. Do you sense that? Do you agree with that? And I guess what's your evaluation of?
I do agree with that. We do have a chip on our shoulder. We got to prove to the outside world that we are important and we're going to get the job done.
You guys feel like you have the talent in the room to?
Yes, for sure. For sure, we have the talent in the room.
And why do you say that so confidently?
Because we go to work every day in the practice. It shows in the practice film. We getting better on each and every tools that we need to work on, and it's put into play.
What can fans expect out of that position group? Are you all about the same in terms of your skill set, or does somebody bring a little more speed, somebody else bring a little more?
We're all different in our own way. You're just gonna have to see when we get out there.
How intense has that competition been?
It's very intense. We come to practice like it's a game every day, and that's what we have to, and that's what builds everybody else's skill level one by one.
Coaches have mentioned you as someone who's picking up playbook fast. What's that process been like for you since you came here?
It's been good, Graduating early was a key. That's why it was an advantage, so I can get the playbook down early. But every day I'm just progressing, getting better in the plays, getting them down, so it can be consistent on the field.
Also, they complimented you on your blocking. Is that something you've always taken pride in, or?
Yes. When I got here, it was a little bit of struggle, but I picked it up and I'm perfecting it now.
Some freshmen are ready to play in the Big Ten, and some aren't. Do you feel you're ready, and why?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. One, because my mind says ready, and I just have that dog mentality to bring it to the table to get the job done, to win games.
Mentioned blocking being a little bit of a struggle here when you first got here. What was that adjustment that you had to make?
Got some drills down, you know, got my technique down, and just perfected it on the field.
Is that like a knowing where people are coming from thing? And like,
Yes, knowing your assignment, knowing where everybody's coming from, scanning the field, and just executing it.
where are you now compared to where you were?
I'm a much step higher than where I was before.
Any older players, whether it be in your position group or another one, who's really helped you along, whether it be playbook or just adjusting to college life? Anybody who stuck out to you that really helped you along the way so far?
Well, my buddy Heinrich Harbrick, you know, the quarterback. I live with him. That's my roommate. So we just like, you know, we get together, you know, get the job done, stuff we need to work on, and I just have an advantage because I get to know the plays.
What do you think of Heinrich so far in his time here?
Heinrich's pretty good, you know. He's getting better each and every day. He's learning from the older guys, like Adrian, you know, teaching him things what he need to work on to perfect his game.
Is it kind of nice that, I mean, they've been recruiting Georgia pretty well. Was that on your radar when you were being recruited, and have you kind of blended with some of those guys who are from the home state?
Yeah, Nebraska recruit a lot of from Georgia, you know. I just like had a feel for Nebraska, and I felt like I can make an impact here.
This Band-Aid you got on your cheek, is that football related?
Yeah, you know, it's just a battle scar. Just gotta do what it do.
When did that happen?
It happened today in practice, just a little scratch.
Okay. Is that like how did that happen?
I don't know. Somebody said you was bleeding. I was like, oh shoot, let me bandage it up, you know.
That's football.
Yep.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah,
Got you.
Gabe.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.